Dubai was just a small town in the desert, surrounded by sand dunes. No one on Earth imagined it would look like this today. Now, thousands of kilometers away, in another desert again, the same kind of transformation is rising from the ground. Just take a look here. From certain angles, you might even mistake it for another Burj Khalifa. This is the $500 Burkindi Business Center in Burkina Faso, a 35-story skyscraper rising right in the center of the capital, Ouagadougou, surrounded by 14 other towers. Guys, just look at the sheer scale of this construction site. It is absolutely insane. A quick peek through the gate shows work is already moving incredibly fast. Even satellite imagery shows these massive structures rising from the ground. The famous press outlet Jeune Afrique is already calling it the Manhattan of Ouagadougou. In fact, just a few hundred meters from this tower, another massive project is already taking shape. This is Zafara Plaza, a world-class, mixed-use complex designed to house a high-end 5-star hotel. This transformation goes far beyond the city center. 3 kilometers from the capital, they are building modern, affordable villas with every amenity you can imagine. And that was a 2021 render. Now, see how they brought those drawings to life in this real progress footage. They also left space for critical infrastructure, like this huge area reserved for a top university. Besides these private ventures, the government itself is constructing 50,000 homes to give to the poor and displaced for free. And you ask, how is that even possible? The citizens themselves are helping build this infrastructure from the ground up. This is why Burkina Faso is now on the radar of global leaders.
Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
But honestly, that skyscraper is just the tip of the iceberg compared to what's actually happening on the ground right now, which is on a whole different level. While the United States still labels Burkina Faso as the most terrorized nation on Earth, issuing its highest level warning against all travel here, revoking visas, and ending duty-free access to U.S. markets.
U.S. President Donald Trump is vowing to permanently pause all immigration from what he calls third world countries.
I don't want them in our country. The country stinks.
And yet, against all odds, Burkina Faso is building the impossible in the eyes of Western critics. But beyond the mega projects making headlines,
100% made in Burkina Faso.
something even bigger is rising now. What most people haven't seen yet is what's happening inside this brand new city. In this episode, we're taking you directly inside these rising buildings and skyscrapers that Ibrahim Traoré and his people are literally hand-building themselves. A transformation many now call the Dubai of the Sahel. Project number 4 changes everything. They're solving the very housing crisis that leaves millions homeless in the US. And the way they're tackling this? It forces you to rethink everything you thought you knew about this country. Now, let's get inside and see how they are building all of these alone. This is Arisen now. Welcome! Most of the world still knows very little about Burkina Faso. Many people can't even point it out on a map. But to understand why everything is suddenly changing so fast, let me tell you a short story. For over 60 years, independent Burkina Faso was trapped in that developing country nightmare everyone has an image of. The deal was simple. They provided gold for France and Europe, and in return, they might get a fraction back to patch a few holes in the road. Frankly, it wasn't even an obligation for France to give anything back. President Emmanuel Macron proved this mindset perfectly in 2017 during a visit to Ouagadougou. When a student dared to ask why their university had no electricity, Macron snapped. He told them it wasn't France's job to fix their light bulbs. It was down to their president.
C'est quelque part, vous me parlez comme si j'étais toujours une puissance coloniale.
You speak to me as if I were still a colonial power.
Mais moi,